The latest. Thank you for your love and support. I appreciate you all. The message is simple. Africans, we need to free our minds. The chains are kept in the mind of the African. And that is the reason to which, as Africans, we can never go anywhere until we free ourselves. Like Bob Marley said, emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. Today, a brother has a message for all of us. That Africa, the only time we can move forward is to free ourselves and start loving ourselves. That we control nothing. And how do we develop when we control nothing? And he also just confirmed the message Captain Ibrahim Traore has been passing on to us. Democracy is a scam. That we claim we have elected these leaders, but none of them is for us. And that is the reason to which they bring foreign corporations into the continent and they manage everything. And that these politicians need to free themselves because they are not working for the people. And even with that, always I'll quote Julius Maada Bio, the chairperson of ECOWAS. He made it clear to us at Davos that as Africans, instead of our leaders to protect us, they leave us the people and they're rather protecting the borders. And what do we owe in Africa? Nothing. Is it the resources, the cocoa board and whatever that they'll come out and make noise and tell us how they've taken control? Nothing is for the African. We control nothing. And that these politicians are always thinking about themselves, what they will make out of the situation. And that is the reason to which each time they're having elections, who do we see? People coming in to fund them. And that these things are there to continue to keep you, the African, as a slave. But the youth of today, we have not realized that. These elections and everything that the colonizer gave us is for us to continue to remain slaves, so they continue to control us. And until we free ourselves from these things that they have left for us, we can never get anywhere.
It is the minds. We have been enslaved in the mind. We don't have chains on our hands, but we have chains on our minds.
How can we free ourselves from slavery? What do you think?
That's a hard question. First of all, we have to learn to love ourselves. We have to we have to free. Our politicians have to be for the people. They're for themselves. They just want to get more money for their families. But a government that is for the people, this type of election stuff, white man created this and he put it here to keep you enslaved. This is not free. These people are not for the people. They get elected and they do what they want to do to make more money and keep their foot on the people's necks and charge more taxes.
So you think that politics is a scam?
Politics, all of it, the resources. The politicians allow white corporations to control the cocoa board. They control the gold. Ghana doesn't even control its own water. It does not control its electricity. If you don't control anything, how is it that the poorest people can be in the richest land? This is the richest land on the earth. It is the center of the world. 0, are the coordinates. We have gold, we have cocoa, we have fruits, we have everything but freedom. Because the chains are on our mind. They use religion to control us. You worship a white god. You worship a god for Islam. What is that? An Arab god? You worship everybody but your own. We have forgotten that we are of Mother Earth. Traditional means that we protect our mother. We're not protecting her.
So do you believe in our lesser gods?
Lesser gods? There are many gods on this earth.
Yes. So do you believe in that?
Yes.
You believe in that?
Of course.
And you think that we believing in religion is one of the causal factors in retarding the progress of Africa or Ghana?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because if you lift up a white man as a god, then in your mind, you feel like he is superior to you. So when he comes in here and say, I want your gold here God, you deserve everything. So it's in your mind. Free your mind and your ass will follow. The earth is our mother and the Most High is our father. And we must protect our mother because the white man seeks to rape our mother and steal from her and take everything from her and the people of Mother Earth. So we have to protect our mother. And we have to realize that there's no white man coming out of the sky to save you. Come on. Get real. Think about it. They teach you there's a white man coming out the sky to save you. And then what? He kills all the bad people and all the good people have gold. What? Then what? Then when more bad people come, then what? It's a trick. It's a program. But it has been used to control the people. When the white man came here, he had the Bible. We had the resources. Now he has the resources and we have the Bible. It's not a fair trade. It's not a good tool. It's not good.
But you think that
we had the gold, we had the cocoa, we had everything.
no, we don't have the cocoa.
We don't have nothing. The cocoa board is all of our resources are controlled by white people. The enslavers, the colonizers, the ones that came here, and they're still here today. They're still doing the same thing. Ain't nothing changed but the date and the way they do it. That's all. That's all that's changed. But we have to free our minds. We have to free our minds. And money is the evil. We working for money. All the songs, money, money, get the money. Fuck money.
Money is very important.
Money is not important. The resources are worth more than the money. They print the money. They can print all, you got gold here. I'll print how much you want. I'll print all you want. But you use that money to get their stuff. But if we had our own stuff, we wouldn't be using their money. Money is not important. It's the resources that we have that are important. But see, you have to change the way you think in order to understand that.
Okay.
Money don't mean nothing. I buy land and houses in the U.S. I just bought 77 houses. Okay, I buy them and sell them. But it's the land, the resources that allow you to get the money. We have to take control of our resources and we will have our own gold and our own money.
The African mind must change. We need more people like this young man here. Because what is happening in Africa today is unacceptable. We can't take care of ourselves. We have the largest arable land on the continent, and yet in some countries we are importing food. I sit in some meetings, I will be very honest with you, I am embarrassed. When you look at the things that we are doing as Africans, it's unacceptable. So yes, at the African Union level, we are talking about regional and continental integration. The buzz is there. We all know what needs to be done in order for Africa to move forward. I know there are others who talk about corruption. Oh yes, we know. We got corruption within the country. But while we are working on corruption within our continent, we must also ask for that corruption that has always been there, that is coming from outside. Because that's another corruption that nobody is talking about. They all make it look like, oh, corruption in Africa. Yes, we have corruption, but there's even more corruption coming from outside. I mean, some of you, if you ever have the opportunity to fly low above DRC or some of the Central African countries, you'll find tarmacs in the middle of the jungles. Those are the things I'm talking about. Nobody ever talks about. Flight 737s are flying right into the jungles of DRC, picking up the minerals and flying right out. In the areas of the Kasai, nobody can get to. Who is talking about those things? Nobody. There is so much more of that corruption. I was the tourist in Kimberley, South Africa. And flights were flying in and flying out. And I thought I was at the international airport. I asked our tour guide, I said, I didn't realize Kimberley, South Africa has an international airport. She said, oh, no. These are planes coming out from outside to pick up the minerals. I'm like, what? Where are they going with the minerals? She said, oh, London Stock Exchange. I'm like, wow. So how does South Africa, how does this all work? She said, oh, no, they get royalties. Those outsiders with ulterior motives are coming in quietly, creating conflicts. If you look like these Africans are beginning to get it together, next thing you know, there's an uprising. There's conflict here. We too, the Africans, must now wake up and smell the coffee and see what is being done to us and stop it in its tracks.
What is the problem?
No, they don't want to be presidents.
What do they want?
They are funders.
And?
They want them in power. They are protected by those they've signed bilateral agreements with.
At 93?
Cameroon is being run by France. The president is sick, sitting in Cameroon for 8 months, 9 months in his hospital bed. The French embassy in Cameroon is running Cameroon. Shocked?
Not really.
But that's the reality.
Yeah.
The whole media of BIA is being run from France, from Paris. What do you expect? So in as much as you talk about African leaders want to hold on to power, come on, just open up your eyes a little bit.
Is it the same for Ivory Coast?
They don't.
Alassane Ouattara is 83.
The whole
There were even demos last week, actually.
Who has an interest in his power? Is it the local people or the foreign multinational companies who have an agreement with him to do trades for so many years? Some of them got 30 years, some of them 99 years to do business with this guy. What makes you think that they'll be willing to watch and wait for you as a small little young opposition leader to come into power to overturn the treaties that they've signed? Are you not aware that in Burkina Faso, Mali and Niger, the French are lurking around looking for coups to push these guys out? Why? They want to renew the old contracts. This is business. Politics is a prostitute of economics. So you talk about politics, they're talking about money and business, treaties, trade agreements, and whoever is in power must protect these trade agreements.
So is France fighting its way since they've been sent away from Mali, Niger, and
they didn't go, they just went next door.
They're now playing in the neighborhood.
They went to Cote d'Ivoire, some of them are hiding in Guinea-Bissau, some of them are hiding there, again regrouping in stupid neighboring presidents, instead of seeing the light that is flicking a path in which you must walk. You still go to bed with the enemy. And anytime you see African leaders doing those funny little smiles, shaking the hands of the white men, you must get worried. Because the question is, did you sit in parliament and actually approve for him to go and do that, or is doing that at his own will? Some of those treaties that are being signed there, the parliament is not even aware of what's happening there. Did you pass the action for your Kenyan soldiers to go to Haiti? Do you remember lifting your hands in parliament and agreeing for your brothers to go and die in Haiti?
I think my parliamentarians were surprised that they were going.
And there you go. So was he acting out of the instruction of the government, or he was acting from his own heart? And that's democracy for you. You elect one person to make decisions on your behalf. And whether those decisions are constructive or destructive, only the international community can say it is in our interest.
And their corporations control the resources. Africa doesn't own their own wealth. It's their wealth, but they don't own it. Western companies own the mines in Africa. They extract the minerals. They set the prices. They ensure that the wealth will never benefit the people whose wealth it truly is. I mean, look at Congo today. Congo produces 70% of the world's cobalt. That's the mineral that powers your smartphone, your laptop, your electric car. Without Congolese minerals, there's no Tesla, there's no Apple, there's no Samsung. Yet the people of Congo remain among the poorest people in the world. Why? Because their wealth is not theirs. It's stolen by Western corporations, by Western companies. The system is kept in place through war. The West doesn't want a stable and independent Congo. That's why they fund proxy wars, why they support rebel groups like M23. They use other African governments like Rwanda and Uganda to do their bidding, to keep Congo weak so that the wealth remains available for plunder. Wallahi, this is a grotesque injustice. It's a grotesque injustice that disgraces the whole world. Congo is a bleeding, open, gaping wound on this earth. Understand this. Africa will never be free until Congo is free. No matter how well any individual African country does, the continent as a whole will remain wounded, mortally.
The same people who have the audacity to tell us that we are poor countries, they are taking trillions out of Africa every year. And what is the African doing? Like an obedient, programmed black man, we just give in. We know the facts, but we just do nothing about it.
The time for us as Africans to channel our energy into learning is now. We are so much interested in things that are not necessary, and that is why people are succeeding, the division that they created. And we need to fight to change the system called democracy. All the systems that they've given to us, we need to do away with them. The reason to which these people are making sure that we don't move out of these systems are because if we do, they will lose control, like they did with the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. And for them to continue to have you under control, they need to push everything for you. Is it their religion? Is it their everything? So as Africans, like he said, by the end of the day, they left with the land and we are still holding on to the Bible and the Quran. The people that, according to Reuters, are sponsoring the activities in Sudan are the people who you pay, save all your money, travel there, that you want to go to the Holy Land. As if the land that you are living on is hell. Because that is the narrative they created for you, the African. We believe that where we are isn't holy. And Africa, our land is the best in the world. There is no other place that you can ever find a land so fertile like ours. You need to start understanding the way people play on us. And for how long will we continue to be sitting here watching other people doing what they want to us? It is time for us to emancipate ourselves. Africans, the reason to which sometimes it's so difficult for us to wake up is because now we don't see the physical change on our physical body. So we believe that we are free because that's the narrative they created for us. And they claim that you have the right to decide who leads you. So we so much believe in that system called democracy, the Kiwi, and elections. But which of these leaders have you ever voted for? If you do, they will be taking decisions that will favor you and not be protecting borders when they are supposed to be protecting you, the people. But African youth will still listen to all these speeches, but majority of us too wouldn't follow these leaders. All that we follow is the mainstream media. So whatever narrative they put across, that is what we feed ourselves with. And the time has come for us to move away from the channels that these people have used to cripple the African. Your power lies in you knowing who you are. Self-awareness. Until we gain our self-consciousness, we will never be able to move anywhere. And the African hasn't realized that we do not have self-consciousness. That has been taken away from us. And that is why they will always go after leaders that are doing everything possible to re-conscientize the African. Like the leaders in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are doing. The time for you and I to rise up and fight against these systems. The leaders that you think you love them so much, and these leaders are here to change the narrative, none of these politicians will ever be there for you. They are here to manage the corporations. Like Julius Maada Bio made it clear to us at Dakar, that now they have to change their approach, take control over their security, and they don't have to be managers, they have to control their own things. So these leaders know very well that they don't manage anything, and they don't control anything. Everything is being managed. They are just people who are taking care of people's investment. It's like Africa is like a company to somebody or some group of people, and they have managers who are managing the continent on their behalf. So it is time for you to wake up, stop playing, and stop seeing yourselves as different people, and let us unite to change the narrative in our continent. Until we fight for the total liberation of ourselves, we can never go anywhere. And if we continue to be holding on to the systems and the things that these people left for us, you and I will continue to be slaves, and slavery will be the inheritance that will continue to live for the generations to come. We are the only ones that can set ourselves free. United we stand, divided we fall, and united we keep standing forever and ever. The greatest enemy of the African is mental slavery. So let's decolonize ourselves from mental slavery. Let's keep sharing to educate our brothers and sisters. Together we'll make Africa great for ourselves and the next generations that are going to come. So that's the latest around the world in Africa, West Africa, and in Ghana.